Well, it's the 10-year anniversary plus about a month of The Dark Knight, and in other ways it still feels like yesterday. A lot's been revealed about Heath Ledger's Joker, in terms of a revealing of an artist who's still alive and actually outlived Ledger by, Ledger didn't even hit 30, now I'm close to 30. But Tom Waits, who I think is probably in his 70s, an old interview came out. And it's funny because some of the YouTube videos, uploads of this particular interview say the Australia interview, even though both men are American, but Ledger's Australian, so you wonder if he could have come across this. But Tom Waits being interviewed in, I think, it might have been 79, the year Ledger was born. But Tom Waits was the original Heath Ledger Joker in terms of voice, licking the lips, talking, everything else. And, nothing's been revealed official. There's been documentaries about Ledger's life made since in the last 10 years, and nobody's acknowledged it. I don't think the director, Chris Nolan, acknowledged it. But as far as that universe, we got The Dark Knight Rises, and then we got Suicide Squad as far as another Joker. And now I think maybe Joaquin Phoenix and Jared Leto are talked about as playing Jokers in future films. So a lot's happened in that world, and it was one of my favorite times of my life, my senior year of high school, that came out the summer before, just going around impersonating Heath Ledger's Joker. And the world's changed a lot. We went from a somewhat progressive president elected right after that to now the nationalist Donald Trump, the nationalist celebrity billionaire who could be impeached, or at least is in big-time legal trouble. But yes, that was sort of America's answer to the progressive president. And then you also saw the rise of Bernie Sanders. And, I wonder to myself, because Ledger's one of those guys, I have my obsessions with some of these interesting characters throughout time, psychologists, historians, actors, entertainers, singers, what his opinions were on politics and a variety of things. Maybe he didn't care a thing about it, I don't know, but maybe he had some deep opinions. And he was an Australian, but I wonder what he would have thought about the world that we live in now, or everything that happened over the last 8 years, Obama versus the Tea Party, and then the rise of the celebrity president, and what he would have thought of that, because obviously liberal celebrities who I like have lashed out against the Donald. It'd be interesting to see. Robin Williams didn't live to see the rise of Donald Trump either. Would he have been one of the guys to lash out, kind of like Jim Carrey, or would he have just been into his own life? Don't know. So here it goes. First time in a long time. Maybe it'll be a better impression than the first, because hopefully the voice is deeper. If it's not, that's fine. I don't have a very deep voice, and Ledger's was a little deeper, and I think that was one of the main differences when I did it the first time around. But if maybe the same, worse, better, who knows? You want to know how I got these scars? My father was a drinker and a fiend. And one night, he goes off crazier than usual. A little fighting you. I like that. Want to see a magic trick? Boom! Ta-da! He's dead. You see, these civilized people will eat each other. Look, listen, I know why you choose to have your little group therapy sessions in the middle of broad daylight. I know why you're afraid to go out at night. The Batman. So anyway, I'll work on some other lines. 10-year anniversary, like I say, in about a month, because that was July of 2008, and now we're actually at the end of August 18. We're almost in September. It's about to hit the 2020s. But, it's a great film. I think one reason I liked it was because I could compare it to the past. The Batman universe is 80 years old, and to see the evolution is so interesting. To compare that film to Romero's Joker and Nicholson's Joker, the unfolding, and then Ledger's punk rock Joker, it was so interesting. And when you think about the comics or even the animated series, the idea of the Joker being this guy with perfect green hair, and a perfect purple suit, and Ledger was the Marxist punk rock anarchist Joker, and it was very, very interesting. It was a once in a lifetime thing. Maybe it would have been better. They say that Seinfeld ended at the perfect time, 9 years. That even if Ledger had lived, maybe they shouldn't have made another one with that particular character, because some things are better left done one time. you know. As I say, we got The Dark Knight Rises, and we saw Bane, and, you know, the culture has changed. So anytime 10 years passes, it changed a lot from 98 to 08. But, you know, it's a surreal thing. It's a surreal thing. I know my sister was going into 6th grade. Now she's 21 years old, almost done with college, a finance major. You know, just one example. And again, anybody's going to change in 10 years, but it really is surreal to live it and experience change. In a lot of ways, that's what this video is about.